Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Out towards the flank. It's a goal kick. Mbappe. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Thuram. Griezmann. Now it's Aubameyang. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Rice goes short. Milan are looking to go forward now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Aubameyang. Thuram. Rice promptly onto that, and that is that. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Goal! Milan! You don't keep those out. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He tries a shot! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming.
Shot, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and
a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cucurella. Barella. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rodri. Mbappe. Passes short and sharp. Plays a sharp little ball here. Driving on and making good progress. And he's in on shot at goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Nuno Mendes, he's got tall! Final touch was poor.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Rodri. And it's Bellingham. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? This looks promising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Sakanyi. He has found the way through. Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bellingham. Bellingham. Can he get it through? He's had a shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. They want to be quick to recover this.
This is the time you need that pace.
And we hit half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. And we're off again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Now there's a fine ball. It's Son Heung-min! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Eder Militao. Thuram. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Barella! He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ruben Dias gets it away. Bellingham. Saka aimed beyond the defence. And he's well positioned here. Barella. And it's Barella. And he's managed to get free. Might be danger here. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Son Heung-min. Barella. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Time and again, they are repelled. Look at the space here. And this Griezmann! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Son Heung-min. Threads one in. Thuram. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Milan have a free kick. Eder Militao. And it's Van Dijk. And it's Barella. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Takes a shot! It's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Thuram really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was...
On the finish! Oh, terrific save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
This their second corner of the game. Rodri plays it short. Incoming Dylan climbs up big! And he hits the net! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Aubameyang, he's found a way through. Has crossed into the middle. Thuram is herring after that one. Now it's Thuram. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in space and looking for options. Ah, oh, such a clever touch. And this is Messi. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lewandowski. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Ferran Torres. And it's Lewandowski. Elects to cross. Brilliantly cut out. Eze. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
To Messi. Milan looking to pass their way through. Rodri. Fermin. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got away. Shot. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So is this the start of a comeback? And here's Ferran Torres. There will be 4 extra minutes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here. Big chance! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate.
And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Chance! The ball swung in. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Goes long and straight. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe! Mbappe! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Thuram. Mbappe closing in on goal. Cucurella climbs up big. Lingered over it and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
And it's Bellingham. He's being urged to shoot. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
That's going to go a long way. Played out to the left flank. Griezmann. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I personally like the look of this guy, Mattia Zaccagni, Peter, because he just seems to have a
Griezmann! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Griezmann. Zaccagni. And here's Thuram. Now this could be a chance. And he was alert to it. Cucurella. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's well positioned here. Out towards the flank. And it's Mendes. Fired deep towards the back post.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. This their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Saka's delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Thuram. That's a pretty loose pass. Zaccagni. Rice. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here. Griezmann. Here's Zaccagni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Out to the left it goes. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Bellingham. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, can he get onto this? Thuram. And here's Griezmann. Eder Militao. Not the most accurate pass. Nuno Mendes. And it's Griezmann. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. And he's managed to get free. And here's Barella. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Pass is just off target. Bellingham. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rice. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Griezmann. Milan do have a chance to counter here.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Short changes him with that pass. And it's Mendes. Griezmann. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Now it's Son Heung-min. Knocks it into space. Looking tidy in possession here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Thuram. Thuram stood his ground strongly. Nice interception, well timed. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Rice, it's run loose here. Rice gets over and intercepts. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's been cut out, well played. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now it's... And he shoots! Off the post! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. João Neves. Ferran Torres. Lewandowski. And now the breakaway. Lukaku. Now there's a fine ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Taken back almost at once. Olise. Quality ball. Chips it through. And here's Ferran Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nicely spread. It's a promising position. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And he's been shifted off it. Threads one in. That has ended up in no man's land.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Big header! He's on it. Can he get it? And one more try! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's another throw. And it's Mendes.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
And he cuts out the supply. Lukaku. Oh, super find. Picked out, goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. Punched away. And it's Mendes. And he's gone backward here. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, they've got it again. He's having a shot! Yes, he's done it! Save the best for last! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Milan take the lead. Now it's Lewandowski! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of intent. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely worked. They're urging him to... And a chance! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, what has happened here? Out for a throw. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Griezmann. Zaccagni. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's Griezmann. Oh, well played, well played.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that has not gone well. Zaccagni. Looking to play him in. Shot a goal! Cucurella. Thuram might just make this. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. And he's there to clear it. Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Osimhen, who's set up one goal so far. So what can they make of this? Really fierce, close defending. That ball looks a good one. Zaccagni! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Mendes. Drilled. Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's surging through. Cucurella defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Good ball, good take. Header! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really...
Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. It's a good spell of possession, this. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Son Heung-min. This looks promising. Deftly away. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Not the most accurate pass. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, important interception. Osimhen. Zaccagni. Saka. Oh, there's a probing ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. Thuram. Bellingham. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again. Bellingham. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Griezmann.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Rice. And it's Bellingham. For Rice. Cucurella. Oh, that's delightful. Knocks it into space. And that is a little undercooked. That's really nicely played. Saka. In by Saka. He gets big. It's there. And they are cruising away. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the ship.
Thuram! They want to be quick to recover this.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Mbappe. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Son Heung-min.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Speed of thought, efficient. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, what can they make of this? Now it's Osimhen. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lukaku receives it in a wide position. Mbappe. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bellingham. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Griezmann. Now it's Vitinha. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Mbappe. And this is Son Heung-min. Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Eder Militao. And it's Barella. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cucurella. Barella. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's quick to snatch it back. Saka does really well to win the ball there. Looking to play him in. Saka.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Griezmann. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And this is Lukaku. That's a good ball. Bellingham! Griezmann. Approaching the half-hour mark. That looks a good ball through. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Osimhen. Looking for options for movement. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could... There's the shot!
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Eder Militao tries to pass it through. Ruben Dias wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Griezmann is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bellingham. Played back in. Oh, good take in a good area. Brilliantly cut out. Cleared without complication. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Son Heung-min touches it back. And here's Lukaku. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And that is about as cool as... And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Barella. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Thuram. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Bellingham. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And they're back on the ball again. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Now that looks a decent ball. Real chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vitinha. Vitinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, can he get onto this? Vitinha. Bellingham. He's going for goal! Oh, nearly, nearly. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Some resolute defending there. And it's Eze. Nuno Mendes. Always onto this. He has a look up. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, it's come to nothing. Messi, can he get on the end of this? Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Messi. And he was quick to react.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Strong running down that left flank. Great vision. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Lewandowski. Well read, and the danger is averted. Threads one in.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And the through ball. Shapes to shoot! It's anyone's ball now. Vermin. Lewandowski. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Thuram. He's on it. Can he get a... Takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Great defending, strong and determined. Rice. Oh, good read. Nicely weighted ball. Picked out. It's Lewandowski! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rice goes short. This could be their final throw of the dice. This their second corner of the game. And that's that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught napping! He could be in here! Son Heung-min! Oh, split-second reaction!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And he was alert to it. And now they can spring out of defence.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Closing in on goal. Oh, important interception. Real chance! He's got tall. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Now it's Lukaku. Barella. And here's Thuram. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Osimhen. He was under real pressure there. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Van Dijk. Now it's Griezmann. Nicely weighted ball. So we're still where we started right now. Knocks it into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Danger averted for now. Taken back almost at once. Pass somewhat off target. Nuno Mendes. For Rice. Zaccagni. Nuno Mendes. Nice sequence of passes this. Played out wide. Bellingham. Bellingham tries to pass it through. Now Mbappe. Now it's Osimhen. Zaccagni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Saka. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Tries to play it through. Son Heung-min has it out wide and in space. Rice. Zaccagni. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Thuram is sporting a Zaccagni. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that is... Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And he's gone backward here. And he's had a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way. And it's Griezmann. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He can run onto that. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Saka. Rice. Zaccagni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Griezmann. Chance, surely! Oh, there's a probing ball. Foot in. And here's Griezmann. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Mbappe. Rodri. Threads one in.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Bellingham touches it back. Griezmann. Mbappe. Now it's Lukaku.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And it's made its way to him. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. Now it's Son Heung-min. Over to the left. Cross flung in. Oh, what a climb! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Can he get it through? Looking for the run. Fired deep towards the back post. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Matthews Cunha. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? Mendes in acres of space out wide. Climbs up big! He has done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Tries a shot! That's really well cleared. And it's Lopez. And it's played. Up he goes! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Really well taken goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but...
And the shot! And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say that...
He rises! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
No, he's had it taken off him. Saka does really well to win the ball there. Great vision. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Wriggles his way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's heaved it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rice. Van Dijk. And it's Lopez. Matthews Cunha. Thuram. Ferran Torres. And he plays one through. Ferran Torres. He's picked his way through. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Ambitious ball here. Well, that has not gone well. And here's the chance to counter. Fermin. Nuno Mendes. Dink through. Oh, no joy this time. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Out towards the flank. Crosses it, a mighty effort! Now, in for the pieces! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Thuram. Szoboszlai.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Ferran Torres. Nuno Mendes. He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital. Maciej Cunha. Thuram. Szoboszlai. And he has been fouled there. Maciej Cunha. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Lopez. That's good play. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Lewandowski. And he's had it nicked away. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Quality ball. Looking to play him in. Backward it goes. Played out to the left flank. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. Ferran Torres finds himself offside. That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Eze. Now it's Thuram, and that could set him on his way. Real chance here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's in him. Oh, shooting chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's a real opportunity missed there. He's done all the hard work getting to the ball, and all he needed to do was get some control on it.
And it's Mendes. And here's Eze. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Could move up a gear here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's not got that quite right. Now it's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it. Lewandowski is first to take the long walk. And he puts them one up.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Ferran Torres next in line, and here he is. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
This to put them 2 up. Big character, big moment, big save. Messi is second man up.
He just did what he was asked.
Thuram will take the third penalty. Oh, what a save!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Eze is the third man to step forward. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
This then to level matters.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Thuram is the fourth man to step up.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
The margin of error is 0. It's saved, and it's over. So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. He's had a shot! Goal! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Thuram proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Great defending, strong and determined. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zaccagni. Now it's Griezmann. That is a brilliant interception. Son Heung-min. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Lukaku. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could move up a gear here. Barella.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe. Mbappe. This might spell danger. Griezmann, given the lift of his goal, that's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Looking for the run. Zaccagni. Bellingham. Now it's Osimhen. He's found a way through. Thuram. And he's in Osimhen! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Mendes. Mendes charging forward down that flank. And we have our very first corner. Rodri attempts a clearance. Played in deep.
You can think ahead, but not take your eye off the ball, and he did.
Succumbs to the pressure. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Rodri. Bellingham. Out towards the flank. Thuram. So what can they make of this? Can he get on the end of this? Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Griezmann. Zaccagni. Now it's Griezmann, and he's lost his man here. Brilliantly cut out. Quality ball. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Good ball, good take. Shoots! They've done it! AC Milan are all square. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the finish! Eder Militao. Shot could be on. Griezmann. Zaccagni. Rodri calmly anticipates. Cucurella. Now that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's the chance to counter. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Mendes. And it's Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Son Heung-min. He has found the way through. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Played back. Good read, needed to be.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
The ball has bounced loose now. He's in a good position here. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. He's having a go! Zaccagni! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Osimhen. It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tries to play it through. Barella has it in a wide position. He's picked his way through. He's shifting through the gears here. And a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's Griezmann! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Succumbs to the pressure. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's gone loose. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he was quick to react. And here's Lukaku. Ruben Dias did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Look at the space, having a shot! Bellingham. Bellingham. That pass has been well intercepted. Cucurella. Not the most accurate pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Rodri clears. Out towards the flank. Cross goes for a shot! Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Barella. And here's Mbappe. Oh, such a clever touch. Griezmann. Bellingham. Here's Zakagni. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's fabulous. Played in deep. That's a throw. Zakagni. Griezmann. And it's Bellingham. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, well measured. Oh, good take in a good area. Barella. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Played out wide. That's a lovely pass. Barella tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's in on goal. On the finish! In for the pieces. Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here? Fermin. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Eze is onto this. Saka. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rice. Lewandowski. That's a good ball. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. And it's Rice. And here's Osimhen. That's good play. They want to be quick to recover this. Rodri gets it clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
João Neves, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it out wide. Threads one in. Now it's Thuram. Well, that has not gone well. Has a look and plays it forward.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fermin is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, important interception. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And here's Thuram. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Lewandowski. Passing is crisp and sharp. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. The final 5 minutes. Nuno Mendes. Ruben Dias. Now it's Eze. He is through here. Eze. Now can he find a finish?
Milan really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
João Neves. And Cucurella. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's not got that quite right. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that...